Okay, here's a little bonus video for you. If you're like me, you probably are, if you're even looking at this video to begin with and the one before it, you're probably wondering, well, how does all that stuff work? Well, let me go and give you a little bit of a tour around what it works, and if you buy it, what all you actually get with it as well too. Well, to start with, what you get is you get this little computer system. This is a little computer system, one of the most amazing pieces of electronics that's come out in the last few years. It's called the Raspberry Pi, and we've done custom programming on it, which allows us to be able to get this whole system to work. So what this does is just basically the computer brains of the whole system, so it knows what to do. You also get an Ethernet cable. Cool thing about this, you don't need to goof around with wireless settings, and if your wireless settings come in or come out or whatever, this thing, you just hook it up to your network, and if you're doing DHCP like 99% of everybody is, which means there's like 1% chance less that you're not, or probably even less than that, this will connect right up to your net, and you're boom, you're in. So no goof around with any wireless connections to get that set up. I know I've kind of gotten driven nuts here and there on some pieces that don't always work so well on wireless, driving nuts. You don't have to worry about that with this. And then what else you get as well with this too is you get this little piece here which hooks in to the little computer system. And this is the transmitter. This is a transmitter that tells the lights or whatever you hook up to it to turn on and off or whatever it needs to do when it needs to do. So what you also get is, sorry, you don't get the little green light bulb. They're available at the hardware store, or the little light kit piece, which you don't really need if you got something better to hook up. But what you do get, though, you get this little transmitter, and this little transmitter allows you to be able to receive the signal that this transmitter sends. Actually, this is receiver. The receiver gets the signal sent from the transmitter, and then this receiver is able to know what to do and turn off the power on or off depending upon which one you're working with. And this piece of equipment has got the ability to go through a whole bunch of different channels to work with a bunch of different things. So you can have a number of these hooked up into the system to be able to go and turn independently on or off anything you need that's working with a two-prong with the suggested wattage or less, and then also working with this as a base system. So one base can control many different items. It's like around 16 items, give or take, or the web page will show you better or whatever. So that's how it works. So basically, you can use your phone, or you can use your laptop, or your desktop computer, you know, pretty much anything you can get a web page connection with, and be able to get into your custom web page that's set for you, and be able to set your item and call it whatever you want on the web page, and that way you can keep track of which is which, and just hit a little on or off button switch on it, and then you'll be able to independently turn your item on and off. And then so what it does, again, it goes to here, it comes through the Ethernet cable, goes the brains we've got here, and then this sends out a signal to transmitter. Transmitter goes, hey, turn it on, turn it on. This guy receives it, and then depending upon what it's hooked up to, we'll turn it on and off. Now the manufacturers say that this can go up to 150 feet of range, but then of course you're going through walls or things like that, it's going to slow it down or whatever, so you know your mileage may vary on that definitely, but they give you an idea of what you can do with it. So it's got a pretty nice range, and you can test it out and work with it there. And then when you first work with it though, it's got a little on-off switch, turn it on and off to make sure it's working right, and you got a good connection here, because you sure don't want to have it hooked up to something that you think is going to turn on, but then it's actually not, or it's burned out or goofed up, and you hit the button and nothing happens or whatever. So it's got an on-off switch here in the front to be able to test and connect to see if it's working properly. So there's a little video to show you how it all works. So basically the system, you get a power cable that goes to the little computer you got. You get a Ethernet cable to connect to your internet connection. You get this transmitter, and you also get one of these. And if you take advantage of our offers where we have multiple of these available, go figure, you get multiple of these, and then these allow you to be able to turn on and off items across the internet. And then you have the web page that's customized for your account, and then with that you can go in there and turn on and off your different items, like I showed in the separate demo video where I had multiple ones of these going. So I just turn multiple ones on and off at will and whim, and if you buy your system and get it going, you can too. I appreciate your time. Chris Conley, CEO of C Solutions Inc. I hope you enjoy this. A lot of fun putting this together. I look forward to this and a lot more for different companies and individuals to be able to take advantage of now the Internet of Things. There's a lot of amazing things that you can get going with these now that we're working on, and that we've got this piece and have a number of other ones come out. We're also having systems to where putting together to where you can be able to have these saved data, do monitoring, where you're able to have sensors, motion detectors. You also can take temperature readings. You also can take pictures. You can have it, all those things meshed together too. Oh, and you can save data. Something I love about all this. So you could have it work and keep track of the temperature in a room, save it to a database. We could build those custom things for companies and have it take a picture if it gets to a certain level. You have it where it turns on something depending upon that, or motion detection. Someone comes in or comes out, save that to a database, or even send a text message, or most anything you can think of. So it's all part of the Internet of Things, which I think is amazing and incredible. Been doing computers and computer programming and work with computers since 1981, but this is just amazing stuff because it allows you to be able to touch the physical world, turn things on and off, which have virtually never been able to do in all the computer stuff I've done over all these years, and also be able to see the outside world and get data and see what's going on and bring it back in and do different things for us. So it's going to be an amazing ride, all the different things that we're going to have available in this, and our product that we've got here where you can turn things on and off. It's just the beginning of them, and looking forward to unveiling more in the future. And in the meantime, Chris Conley, CEO of C Solutions Inc. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day.